Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Hours in My Library. And this week we have a 3-volume set. It is the Abbeys, Castles, and Ancient Halls of England and Wales. Let's get these. And they're 3 volumes. They're divided between South, the Midland, and the North. And the full title is, the subtitle, Their Legendary Lore and Popular History. It's by John Timbs and Alexander Gunn. This is published by Frederick Warren and Company. And I don't have an exact date on this set. The original was published in 1872 by John Timbs, who lived from 1801 to 1875, and he was a fellow of the Society of Antiquarians. He was also sub-editor of the London Illustrated News. Now, Frederick Warren, this is sort of like a second edition in a sense, because Frederick Warren decided to put out a expanded version, and that's where Alexander Gunn comes in, and I don't know anything about him at all. And it has photographs in it, photogravures, I think that's the pronunciation. And they are, the frontispiece is Westminster Abbey. And they have the tissue paper with the red ink stating what the picture is, and it's done throughout like that. Here's don't know how many photographs there are, but there's a number every so often. Just trying to find another one here, which you can never find when you're looking for it. Gateway to Hampton Court Palace. Because they're so difficult to get the tissue paper off, I'm not going to show too many. But it's a nice book. It's one of these that they all have this embossed on the cover. It's something that I like. I like sort of 19th century discussions, antiquarian, and the lore that goes around with these. They're not things that you could use as a textbook per se, but they're just usually well written and just, chatty, and you can pick this up and read little bits of it on whichever castle or abbey that you want to. And it's been published many times. There's current, I think, facsimile reprints that are done as well. Despite some listings, it's not a rare book by any means. It's easily available in this edition. There are really nice kind of ornate editions with embossed covers with gold embossing on it. Those are really nice. But John Timbs has written other things too. He's one, A Romance of London. I'm not sure if I've got that. I might have actually done that. If I haven't, then it would be on my shelf on the other side, and we'll get to it at some point. But he also wrote a lot of stuff. There's that. If I don't have The Romance of London, I'd love to have The Romance of London, but also too another one on the clubs of London as well that he wrote. And it's just interesting. I love these. I always call them chatty. That's how the writing is, because it's not academic, or it could be scholarly, but it's not academic, that's for sure. And they're for the general reader. And and I've always liked books on abbeys, castles, and halls. Anyway, that's this week's Hours in My Library. I'll see you next week, BookTube.